namely Rig, Sama, Yajur, and Atharva, which deal with the mantra and which are the basis of achievements of the fourfold mundane requirements. 10 tridents are fixed in the 10 directions, including the zenith and nadir. The 8 directions are decorated with the 8 jewels of Mahapadma, Padma, Shankha, Makara, Kachapa, Mukunda, Kunda, and Nila. There are 10 protectors, Dikpalas, of the 10 directions in the form of mantra. The associates of the hues of blue, yellow, red, and white, and the extraordinary potencies bearing the names of Bimala, etc., shine on all sides. The Lord of Gokula is the transcendental supreme Godhead, the own self of eternal ecstasies. He is the superior of all superiors, and is busily engaged in the enjoyments of the transcendental realm, and has no association with his mundane potency. Krishna never consorts with his illusory energy. Still, her connection is not entirely cut off from the absolute truth. When he intends to create the material world, the amorous pastime in which he engages by consorting with his own spiritual chit potency, Rama, by casting his glance at the diluting energy in the shape of sending his time energy, is an auxiliary activity. The secondary process of association with Maya is described. Rama Devi, everyone together, the spiritual chit potency, beloved consort of the Supreme Lord, is the regulatrix of all entities. The divine plenary portion of Krishna creates the mundane world. At creation there appears a divine halo of the nature of his own subjective portion, Shwamsha. This halo is divine Shambhu, the masculine symbol or manifested emblem of the Supreme Lord. This halo is the dim twilight reflection of the supreme eternal effulgence. This masculine symbol is the subjective portion of divinity who functions as progenitor of the mundane world, subject to the supreme regulatrix, Niyati. The conceiving potency in regard to mundane creation makes her appearance out of the supreme regulatrix. She is Maya, the limited, non-absolute apara potency, the symbol of mundane feminine productivity. The intercourse of these two brings forth the faculty of perverted cognition, the reflection of the seed of the procreative desire of the Supreme Lord. All offspring of the consort of the great Lord Maheshwar of this mundane world are of the nature of the embodiment of the mundane masculine and feminine generative organs. The person embodying the material causal principle, namely the great Lord of this mundane world, Maheshwar, Shambhu, in the form of the male generating organ, is joined to his female consort, the limited energy Maya, as the efficient causal principle. The Lord of the world, Mahavishnu, is manifested in him by his subjective portion in the form of his glance. The Lord of the mundane world, Mahavishnu, possesses thousands of heads, eyes, hands. He is the source of thousands of avatars in his thousands of subjective portions. He is the creator of thousands of individual souls. The same Mahavishnu is spoken of by the name Narayan in this mundane world. From that eternal person has sprung the vast expanse of water of the spiritual causal ocean. The subjective portion of Sankarsana, who abides in Paravyoma, the above supreme Purusha with thousands of subjective portions, reposes in the state of divine sleep, Yoga Nidra, in the waters of the spiritual causal ocean. The spiritual seeds of Sankarsana existing in the pores of skin of Mahavishnu are born as so many golden sperms. These sperms are covered with 5 great elements. The same Mahavishnu entered into each universe as his own separate subjective portions. The divine portions that entered into each universe are possessed of his majestic extension. That is, they are the eternal universal soul, Mahavishnu, possessing thousands of heads. The same Mahavishnu created Vishnu from his left limb, Brahma, the first progenitor of beings, from his right limb, and from the space between his 2 eyebrows, Shambhu, the divine masculine manifested halo. The function of Shambhu in relation to jivas is that this universe enshrining the mundane egotistic principle has originated from Shambhu. Thereupon the same great personal Godhead, assuming the threefold forms of Vishnu, Prajapati, and Shambhu, entering into the mundane universe, plays the pastimes of preservation, creation, and destruction of this world. This pastime, still in the last verse, this pastime is contained in the mundane world. Hence, it being perverted, the Supreme Lord, identical with Mahavishnu, prefers to consort with the goddess Yoganidra, the constituent of his own spiritual chit potency, full of the ecstatic trance of eternal bliss appertaining to his own divine personality. When Vishnu, lying in the ocean of milk, wills to create this universe, a golden lotus springs from his navel pit. The golden lotus with its stem is the abode of Brahma, representing Brahmaloka or Satyaloka. Before their conglomeration, the primary elements in their nascent state remained originally separated entities. Non-application of the conglomerating process is the cause of their separate existence. Divine Mahavishnu, primal Godhead, through association with his own spiritual chit potency, moved Maya, and by the application of the conglomerating principle, created those different entities in the state of their cooperation. And after that, he himself consorted with Yoganidra by way of his eternal dalliance with his spiritual chit potency. By conglomerating all those separate entities, he manifested the innumerable mundane universes and himself entered into the inmost recess of every extended conglomerate, Virat Vigraha. At that time, those jivas who had lain dormant during the cataclysm were awakened. The same jiva is eternal as for eternity and without beginning joined to the Supreme Lord by the tie of an eternal kinship. He is transcendental spiritual potency. The divine lotus which springs from the navel pit of Vishnu is in every way related by the spiritual tie with all souls and is the origin of four-faced Brahma versed in the four Vedas. On coming out of the lotus, Brahma, being guided by the divine potency, turned his mind to the act of creation under the impulse of previous impressions, but he could see nothing but darkness in every direction. Then the goddess of learning, Saraswati, the divine consort of the Supreme Lord, said thus to Brahma, who saw nothing but gloom in all directions. O Brahma, this mantra, namely Kling Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Balabhaya Swaha, will assuredly fulfill your heart's desire. O Brahma, do thou practice spiritual association by means of this mantra, then all your desires will be fulfilled. Brahma, being desirous of satisfying Govinda, practiced the cultural acts for Krishna in Goloka, Lord of Shvetadvip, for a long time. His meditation ran thus: there exists a divine lotus of 1,000 petals augmented by millions of filaments in the transcendental land of Goloka. On its whirl there exists a great divine throne on which is seated Sri Krishna, the form of eternal effulgence, of transcendental bliss, playing on his divine flute, resonant with the divine sound, with his lotus mouth. He is worshipped by his amorous milkmaids with their respective subjective portions and extensions, and also by his external energy, who stays outside, embodying all mundane qualities. Then Gayatri, mother of the Vedas, being made manifest, that is, imparted by the divine sound of the flute of Sri Krishna, entered into the lotus mouth of Brahma, born from himself through his 8 ear holes. The lotus-born Brahma, having received the Gayatri sprung from the flute song of Sri Krishna, attained the status of the twice-born, having been initiated by the supreme primal preceptor, God in himself. Enlightened by the recollection of that Gayatri, embodying the 3 Vedas, Brahma became acquainted with the expanse of the ocean of truth. Then he worshipped Sri Krishna, the essence of all Vedas, with this hymn. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor, who is tending the cows, yielding all desire, in abodes built with spiritual gems, surrounded by millions of purpose trees, always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis or Gopis. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept in playing on his flute, with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with head decked with peacock's feather, with a figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, round whose neck is swinging a garland of flowers beautified with the moon locket, whose 2 hands are adorned with the flute and jeweled ornaments, who always revels in pastimes of love, whose graceful 3-fold bending form of Shyamasundar is eternally manifest. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose transcendental form is full of bliss, truth, substantiality, and is thus full of the most dazzling splendor. Each of the limbs of that transcendental figure possesses in himself the full-fledged functions of all the organs, and eternally sees, maintains, and manifests the infinite universes, both spiritual and mundane. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is inaccessible to the Vedas, but obtainable by pure unalloyed devotion of the soul, who is without a second, who is not subject to decay, is without a beginning, whose form is endless, who is the beginning and the eternal Purusha, yet he is a person possessing the beauty of blooming youth. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, only the tip of the toe of whose lotus feet is approached by the yogis who aspire after the transcendental and betake themselves to pranayama by drilling the respiration, or by the jnanis who try to find out the non-differentiated Brahman by the process of illumination of the mundane extending over thousands of millions of years. He is an undifferentiated entity, as there is no distinction between potency and the possessor thereof. In his work of creation of millions of worlds, his potency remains inseparable. All the universes exist in him, and he is present in his fullness in every one of the atoms that are scattered throughout the universe at one and the same time. Such is the primeval Lord whom I adore. I adore the same Govinda, the primeval Lord, in whose praise men, who are imbued with devotion, sing the mantra suktas told by the Vedas, by gaining their appropriate beauty, greatness, thrones, conveyances, and ornaments. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, residing in his own realm, Goloka, with Radha resembling his own spiritual figure, the embodiment of the ecstatic potency possessed of the 64 artistic activities in the company of her confidants, Sakhis, embodiments of the extensions of her bodily form, permeated and vitalized by his ever-blissful spiritual rasa. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shama Sundar, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their heart of hearts, with the eye of devotion tinged with the salve of love. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who manifested himself personally as Krishna and the different avatars in the world in the forms of Raman, Nrsimha, Vaman, etc., as his subjective portions. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose effulgence is the source of the non-differentiated Brahman mentioned in the Upanishads. Being differentiated from the infinity of glories of the mundane universe, appears as the indivisible, infinite, limitless truth. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is the absolute substantive principle, being the ultimate entity in the form of the support of all existence, whose external potency embodies the threefold mundane qualities, namely sattva, rajas, and tamas, and diffuses the Vedic knowledge regarding the mundane world. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose glory ever triumphantly dominates the mundane world by the activity of his own pastimes, being reflected in the mind of recollecting souls as the transcendental entity of ever-blissful cognitive rasa. Lowest of all is located Devi Dham, mundane world. Next above it is Mahesh Dham, abode of Mahesh. Above Mahesh Dham is placed Hari Dham, abode of Hari. And above them all is located Krishna's own realm named Goloka. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, who has allotted their respective authorities to the rulers of those graded realms. The external potency Maya, who is of the nature of the shadow of the Chit potency, is worshipped by all people as Durga, the creating, preserving, and destroying agency of this mundane world. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, in accordance with whose will Durga conducts herself. Just as milk is transformed into curd by the action of acids, but yet the effect curd is neither same as nor different from its cause, namely milk, so I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whom the state of Shambhu is a transformation for the performance of the work of destruction. The light of one candle being communicated to other candles, although it burns separately in them, is the same in its quality. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, who exhibits himself equally in the same mobile manner in his various manifestations. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, who, assuming his own great subjective form, who bears the name of Shesha, replete with the all-accommodating potency, and reposing in the causal ocean with the infinity of the world in the pores of his hair, in joyous creative sleep, Yoga Nidra. Brahma and other lords of the mundane worlds, appearing from the pores of hair of Mahavishnu, remain alive as long as the duration of one exhalation of the latter, Mahavishnu. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whose subjective personality Mahavishnu is the portion of portion. I adore primeval Lord Govinda, from whom the separated subjective portion, Brahma, receives his power for the regulation of the mundane world, just as the sun manifests some portion of his own light in all the effulgent gems that bear the names of Surya Kanta, etc. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, whose lotus feet are always held by Ganesh upon the pair of tumuli protruding from his elephant head, in order to obtain power for his function of destroying all the obstacles on the path of progress of the three worlds. The three worlds are composed of the 9 elements, namely fire, earth, ether, water, air, direction, time, soul, and mind. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, from whom they originate, in whom they exist, and into whom they enter at the time of universal cataclysm. The sun, who is the king of all planets, full of infinite effulgence, the image of the good soul, is as the eye of this world. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, in pursuance of whose order the sun performs his journey, mounting the wheel of time. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, by whose conferred power are maintained the manifested potencies that are found to exist of all virtues, all vices, the Vedas, the penances, and all jivas, from Brahma to the meanest insect. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, who burns up to their roots all fruitive activities of those who are imbued with devotion, and impartially ordains for each the due enjoyment of the fruits of one's activities of all those who walk on the path of work, in accordance with the chain of their previously performed works, no less in the case of the tiny insect that bears the name of Indragopa than in that of Indra, king of the Devas. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, the meditators of whom, by meditating upon him under the sway of wrath, amorous passion, natural friendly love, fear, parental affection, delusion, reverence, and willing service, attain to bodily forms befitting the nature of their contemplation. I worship that transcendental seat known as Shweta Dweep, where as loving consorts, the Lakshmis in their unalloyed spiritual essence practice the amorous service of the Supreme Lord Krishna as their only lover. Where every tree is a transcendental purpose tree, where the soil is the purpose gem, all water is nectar, every word is a song, every gate is a dance, the flute is a favorite attendant, the effulgence is full of transcendental bliss, and the supreme spiritual entities are all enjoyable and tasty. Where numberless milk cows always emit transcendental oceans of milk. Where there is eternal existence of transcendental time, who is ever present and without past or future, and hence is not subject to the quality of passing away even for the space of half a moment. That realm is known as Goloka only to a very few self-realized souls in this world. On hearing these hymns containing the essence of the truth, the Supreme Lord Krishna said to Brahma, Brahma, if you experience the inclination to create offspring by being endowed with the real knowledge of the glory of Godhead, listen, my beloved, from me to this science set forth in the following 5 shlokas. When the pure spiritual experience is excited by means of cognition and service, bhakti, super excellent unalloyed devotion characterized by love for Godhead is awakened toward Krishna, the beloved of all souls. The highest devotion is attained by slow degrees by the method of constant endeavor for self-realization with the help of scriptural evidence, theistic conduct, and perseverance in practice. These preliminary practices of devotion, sadhana bhakti, are conducive to the realization of loving devotion. Loving devotion, than whom there is no superior well-being, who goes hand in hand with the attainment of the exclusive state of supreme bliss, and who can lead to myself. Abandoning all meritorious performances, serve me with faith. The realization will correspond to the nature of one's faith. The people of the world act ceaselessly in pursuance of some ideal. By meditating on me, by means of those deeds, one will obtain devotion characterized by love in the shape of the supreme service. Listen, O Vidhi, I am the seed, the fundamental principle of this world of animate and inanimate objects. I am Pradhana, the substance of matter. I am Prakriti, material cause, and I am Purusha, efficient cause. This fiery energy that belongs specially to the Brahman that inheres in you has also been conferred by me. It is by bearing this fiery energy that you regulate this phenomenal world of animate and inanimate objects. Ishvara. Shvara Parama Krishna Sakchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Is that okay for you? One higher. Sahasrapatra Kamalam Gulkulakyam Mahatpadam Tatkarnikaram Taddhama Tadanantam Shasambhavam Karnikaram Mahadyantram Shatkonam Vajrakilakam Shadanga Shatpatistanam Prakritya Purushena Cha Premananda Mahananda Rasena Vastitam Hiyat Jyoti Rupena Maruna Kama Bijena Sangatam Tat Kinjalkam Tadangshanam Tapatrani Shriyam Api Chaturasram Tat Paritaha Shvetati Pakyam Adbhutam Chaturasram Chaturmutesh Chaturdhama Chatushkratam Chaturbhi Purushartaischa Chaturbir Hetubir Vratam Shulara-dashabir Anandham Urdvadho Didvavikshapi Ashtabhir Nidibhir Jushtam Ashtabhi Siddhibhistata Manurupaishcha Dashabhir Dikpalai Paritovratam Shamair Gauraishcha Raktaishcha Shuklaishcha Parshadarshabhi Shobhitam Shaktibhistabhir Adbhutabhi Samantataha Evam Jyotirmayo Deva Sadananda Paratparaha Atmaramasya Tasyasti Prakrityana Samagamaha Mayaya Ramamanasya Naviyogastayasaha Atmana Ramaya Reme Tyakvakalam Sashikshaya Niyati Sarama Devi Tatpriya Tadvasham Tada Talingam Bhagavan Shambhur Jyoti Rupa Sanatanaha Ya Yoni Sapara Shakti Kamo Bijam Mahadure Linga Yonyatmika Jata Ima Maheshwari Prajaha Shaktiman Purusha Soyam Linga Rupi Maheshwaraha Tasmin Avirabu Linge Mahavishnur Jagatpatihi Sahasra Shirsha Purusaha Sahasraksa Sahasrapat Sahasra Bahur Vishvatma Sahasramsha Sahasrasu Narayana Sabhagavan Apastasmat Sanatanat Avirasit Kararnarno Niti Sankarshanatmakaha Yoga Nidram Gatastasmin Sahasramsha Swayam Mahan Tadroma Bilajaleshu Bijam Sankarshanasya Cha Haimanyandari Jatani Mahabhuta Vratani Tu Pratyandam Evam Ekam Shad Vishati Swayam Sahasramurtha Vishvatma Mahavishnu Sanatanaha Vaman Asrajat Vishnum Dakshinangat Prajapatim Jyotirlinga Mayam Shambhum Kurchateshad Avasrajat Ahankarat Makam Vishvam Tasmad Etad Vyajayata Atataistri Vidarveshe Lilam Udvahatakila Yoga Nidra Bhagavati Tasya Shri Rivasangata Shashikshayam Tato Nabhes Tasya Padmam Vaniryayao Tannalam Nimanalinam Brahmano Lokam Adbhutam Tadvani Purvarudhani Karanani Parasparam Samavaya Prayogacha Vibinani Pratak Pratak Chitshakcha Sajjamanota Bhagavanadi Purushaha Yojayan Mayaya Devo Yoga Nidram Akalpayat Yojayidva Tutanyeva Prabhivesha Swayam Guham Guham Pravishte Tasmimstu Jivatma Pratibudyate Sanityo Nitya Sambandha Prakritischa Paraivasa Evam Sarvatma Sambandham Nabhyam Padmam Harerabhut Tatra Brahmad Bhavad Bhuyash Chaturvedi Chaturmukha Sanjato Bhagavach Chaktya Tatkalam Kilachodataha Sashikshayam Matim Chakre Purva Samskara Samskritaha Dadarsha Kevalam Tvantam Nanyat Kim Apit Sarvataha Uvacha Puratas Tasmai Tasya Divya Saraswati Kama Krishnaya Govinda He Gopi Jana Ityapi Valabhaya Priyabhaner Mantrante Dasyati Priyam Tapastvam Tape Etena Tavasidhir Bhavishyati Atate pesa suchiram prinan govindam avyayam Shweta dvipa patim krishnam golokastam paratparam Prakritya gunarupinya rupinya parupasitam Sahasradala sampanne koti kinjalka brimhite Bhumishchintamanish tatra karikare mahasane Samasinam chidanandam jyoti rupam sanatanam Shabda brahma mayam benum vadayantam mukham buje Vilasini ganavratam swar swar amshar abhishtutam Hatavenu ninadasya traimurti mayikatihi Spuranti praviveshashu mukhabjani swayam bhuvaha Gayatrim gayatas tasmad adigatya sarojajaha Samskritaschari gununa dvijatam agamat tataha Traya prabhutota vidhir vignata tattvasagaraha Tushtava vedasarena stotrenanena keshavam Chintamani prakarasadma sukalpa vriksha Lakshavrateshu surabhira pipalayantam Lakshmi sahasrashata sambrama sevyamanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Venum kwanantam aravinda dalaya taksham Barhavatam samasitam buddha sundarangam Kandarpakoti kamaniya vishesha shobham Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Alola chandra kalasadvana malya vamshi Radnangadam pranayakeli kalavilasam Shyamam tribangalalitam niyataprakasham Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Angani yasta sakalendriya vrittimanti Pashanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti Ananda chinmaya sadujvala vigrahasya Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Advaitam achutam anadim anantarupam Adyam purana purusham navayauvanam cha Vedeshu durlabham adurlabhamatma bhaktau Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Pantastu koti shatavatsara sambragamyo Vayoradhapi manaso munipungavanam Sopyastiya prapadasinya vichintya tattve Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami He kopya saura charitum jagadanda kotim Yat shakti rasti jagadanda chayaya dhantaha Andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Yad bhava bhavitadiyo manujasta taiva Samprapya rupa mahima sanayana bhushaha Suktaryameva nagama pratitaistu vanti Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavitavis Tabirya eva nija rupa taya kalabihi Goloka eva nivasatya kilatma bhuto Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Premanjana chudita bhakti vilochanena Santaksa deva hridayeshu vilokayanti Yam shama sundarama chincha gunaswarupam Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Ramari muti shukala niyamena tishtan Nanavataram bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samhavat parama pumanyo Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Yasya prabhabato jagadanda koti Koti sheshesha vasudari vibhuti binnam Tad brahma nishkalam anantam ashesha bhutam Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Maya hiyasya jagadanda shatani sute Traigunya tad vishaya veda vitaya mana Sattva valambi parasatvam vishuddha sattvam Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Ananda chinmay rasatmataya manasu Yat praninam pratipalam smarutam upetya Lila itena bhuvanani jayat yajasram Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Golokanamni nijadamni taleta tasya Devi mahesha haridam suteshu teshu Te te prabhava nichaya vihitascha yena Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Shristi stiti pralaya sarana shakti reka Chayeva yasya bhuvanani vibharati durga Ichchanurupam api yasya chacheshtate sa Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Shiram yatara vikara vishesha yogat Sanjayate nahitatah pratagasti heto Yasham bhutam apitata samupaiti karyad Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Diparchare vahidashandanam abhyupetya Dipayate vritahetu samana dharma Yasthadrageva hicha vishnu taya vibhati Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Ya karanarnabhajale bhajati sma yoga Nidramananta jagadanda saroma kupaha Adhara shaktim avalamya param samurtim Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Yashaika nishvasitakalamatavalamya Jivanti loma vlacha jagadandanata Vishnur mahansa iha yasya kala vishesho Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Basmanyatashma sakaleshu nijeshu tejaha Sriyam kiya prakatayata vitadvaratra Brahmaya esha jagadanda vidhana karta Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Yadpada pallava yugam vinidaya kumbha Dvande pranama samaye saganadi rajaha Vignan vidhantum alamasya jagatrayasya Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Agnir mahi ganganamam murudishascha Kalastatatma manasiti jagatrayani Yasmad bhavanti vivavanti vishanti yamcha Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Yatshakshuresha savita sakalagrahanam Raja samasta suramutirashesha tejaha Yasyagnaya brahmati sambrata kala chakro Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Dharmo tapapa nichaya shrutayastapamsi Brahmarikita patagavadayascha jivaha Yadatra matra vibhava prakata prabhava Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Yastvindra gopamatavendra mohosa karma Mandaru rupa palabhajana matanoti Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayari bhiti Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavai Sanchintya tasya sadrishim tanama purete Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami Sriya kanta kanta parama purusha kalpataravo Druma bhumischintamani garamaitoyam amritam Kataganam natyam gamanam apivam priyasaki Chidanandam jyoti paramapitra swadhyam apicha Sayatra shiradhi sravati surabhibhyascha sumahan Nimeshardakyo vavrajati nahi atrapi samayaha Vaje shweta dvipam tamaham yaha golokamityam Vidantas deshantakshiti virilachara katipaye Ato vacha mahavishnur bhagavantam prajapatim Brahman mahatva vignane prajasarge jachinmatihi Pancha shlokim imam vidyam vatsatatvam nibodame Prabhude jnana bhaktivyam atmayananda chinmayi Ude tunatama bhaktir bhagavat prema lakshana Pramanaistat saracharaistadrabhyasir nirantaram Bodhayanat manatmanam bhaktimapyuttamam labed Yasya shreyaskaram nasti yaya nivritumapnuyad Yasariyati mameva bhaktim tameva sadayed Dharmananyan parityajya mamekam bhaja vishwasan Yadrishi shraddha siddhir bhavati tadrishi Kurvandirantaram karma loko yam manavartate Tenaiva karmana dhyayan mam param bhaktimichyati Aham hi vishvasya characharasya bijam pradhanam prakriti pumamscha Maya hitam teja idam bibarshi videhi tvamato jaganti Ishvaraha parama krishna sakchir ananda vigraha Anadiradir govinda sarvakarana karanam Iti Sri Brahma Sanghita Samburnam Hari Om Divinity Divine Service, please. Hare Krishna Vyasuvacha Iti samprashna sambrishto Vipranam Romaharshanihi Pratipuja vachastesham Pravaktum upachakrame Sutuvacha Yam pravajantam anupetyam apetya krityam Dvaipayano viraha kartara ajuhava Putreti tanmayatayatara binedus Tan sarva bhutardayam bunim anatosmi Yaksvanubhavam akila shuti saramekam Adyamadipam atitirshitam tamondam Samsarinam karunayaha purana kuhyam Tam vyasasunum upayami guru muninam Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narotamam Devim sarasatim vyasam tato jayam udirayed Munayak sadhu prishtoham bhavadbhir lokamangalam yakrita Krishna samprashno yenatma suprasidati savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radhoksaje ahaitu kiya pratiyata yatma suprasidati Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyashu Vairagnyam Jnanam Cha Yadahaitukam Dharmasvanushtita Pumsam Vishvaksena Katasuyaha Notparayadhyadiratim Shrama Evehi Kevalam Dharmasya hyapavargasya nartortayopakalpate nartasya dharmaikantasya kamolabhaya hismitaha kamasya nendriya pretir labo jiveta yavata jivasya tattva jignasya nartoyacheha karma bihi vadanti tat tattva vidas Tattvam yajnanamadvayam rameti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdyate Tachchadadhana munayo jnana vairagya yuktaya Pashyantya chatmanam bhaktya shruta grihitaya Atakpumbir dvija shreshta varnashrama vibhagashaha Swanushtistasya dharmasya samsadir haritoshanam Tasmade kena manasa bhagavan sattvatam patihi Shotavya kirtitavyascha dhyaya pujascha nityada Yad anudyasina yukta karma granthi nibandanam Chindanti kavidastasya Kona kuryat kataratim Shushusho shajatanasya Vasudeva kataruchihi Syan mahat sevaya vipra Punyatirtha nishevanan Shrinvatam swakata Krishna Punya shravana kirtanaha Shrityantaksto hyabhadrani Fitunoti suhritsatam Nashtapareshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavat yutamashloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki tadarajastamo bhava kamaloba dayaschaye cheta eter anavidham stitam sattve prasidati Evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogataha bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate vidyate rade grantish chitante sarva samshayaha shiyante chasya karmani drishte vatmanishvare Hato vai kavayo nityam bhaktim paramaya muda Vasudeve bhagavati kurvantyatma prasadanim Sattvam rajastama iti prakritir gunastar Yukta para purusha eka ihasyadate Stityadaye hari varinchi hareti samjha Sheyamsi tatra kalu sattvatano nrinam suhu Parthiva darano dhumas tasmadagni mayaha Tamasastura jastasmad sattvam yad brahmadarshanam Bhejide munayo tagre bhagavantam adhoksajam Sattvam vishutam schemaya kalpante yenutaniha mumukshavo ghaura rupan hitva bhuta patinata narayana kala shanta bhajanti yana suyavaha rajastama prakritaya samashila bhajanti vai pitrir bhuta prajeshadin Shri Aishvarya Prajepsavaha Vasudeva Paraveda Vasudeva Paramakaha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriyaha, Vasudeva Param Jnanam, Vasudeva Param Tapaha, Vasudeva Parodharmo, Vasudeva Parakatihi, Sa evedam sasarjagre, Bhagavanat Mamayaya, Sarasadrupaya Chasau, Gunamaya Guno Vibhuhu, Taya Vilashchiteshveshu, Guneshu Gunavaniva, Antak Pravishta Abhati, Vrignanena Vrajumbritaha, Yata Yavihito Vanir, Darushveka Swayonishu, Nani Vabhati Vishvatma, Bhuteshu Chatatapuman, Asau Gunamayer Bhavir, Bhuta Sukshmendriyatma Bihi, Swanirmiteshu Nirvishto, Punkte Bhuteshu Tadgunan, Bhavayatyesha Satvena, Lokan Vai Lokabhavanaha, Lilavataranurato, Devatiryandaradishu, Iti Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane, Paramahamsyam Samitayam, Pratamaskande Namishyo Prakyani, Tvityo Dhyayaha, Hari Om. Translations, please. Ugrashava Sutta Goswami, the son of Romaharshan, being fully satisfied by the perfect questions of the Brahmanas, thanked them and thus attempted to reply. Srila Sutta Goswami said, "Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that great sage, Shukadev Goswami, who can enter the hearts of all. When he went away to take up the renounced order of life, sannyas, leaving home without undergoing reformation by the sacred thread or the ceremonies observed by the higher caste, his father Vyasadeva, fearing separation from him, cried out, 'O my son!' Indeed, only the trees, which were absorbed in the same feelings of separation, echoed in response to the bereaved father. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto him, Shuka, the spiritual master of all sages, the son of Vyasadeva, who, out of his great compassion for those gross materialists who struggle to cross over the darkest regions of material existence, spoke this most confidential supplement to the cream of Vedic knowledge after having personally assimilated it by experience. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. O sages, I have been justly questioned by you. Your questions are worthy because they relate to Lord Krishna and so are of relevance to the world's welfare. Only questions of this sort are capable of completely satisfying the self. The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. By rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world. The occupational activities a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the personality of Godhead. All occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Furthermore, according to sages, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. Life's desires should never be directed towards sense gratification. One should desire only a healthy life or self-preservation, since a human being is meant for inquiry about the absolute truth. Nothing else should be the goal of one's works. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagavan. The seriously inquisitive student or sage, well equipped with knowledge and detachment, realizes that absolute truth by rendering devotional service in terms of what he has heard from the Vedanta Shruti. O best among the twice-born, it is therefore concluded that the highest perfection one can achieve by discharging the duties prescribed for one's own occupation, according to caste divisions and orders of life, is to please the personality of Godhead. Therefore, with one-pointed attention, one should constantly hear about, glorify, remember, and worship the personality of Godhead, who is the protector of the devotees. With sword in hand, intelligent men cut through the binding knots of reactionary work, karma, by remembering the personality of Godhead. Therefore, who will not pay attention to his message? O twice-born sages, by serving those devotees who are completely free from all vice, great service is done. By such service, one gains affinity for hearing the messages of Vasudeva. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, supersoul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee, who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam, and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effects of nature's modes of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and hankering, disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness, and he becomes completely happy. Thus established in the mode of unalloyed goodness, the man whose mind has been enlivened by contact with devotional service to the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead in the stage of liberation from all material association. Thus the knot in the heart is pierced, and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of fruit of actions is terminated when one sees the self as master. Certainly, therefore, since time immemorial, all transcendentalists have been rendering devotional service to Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, with great delight, because such devotional service is enlivening to the self. The transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation and maintenance and destruction, he accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. Firewood is a transformation of earth, but smoke is better than the raw wood, and fire is still better, for by fire we can derive the benefits of superior knowledge through Vedic sacrifices. Similarly, passion, rajas, is better than ignorance, tamas, but goodness, sattva, is best, because by goodness one can come to realize the absolute truth. Previously, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead due to his existence above the three modes of material nature. They worshipped him to become free from material conditions and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from the material world. Those who are serious about liberation are certainly non-envious, and they respect all. Yet they reject the horrible and ghastly forms of the demigods and worship only the all-blissful forms of Lord Vishnu and his plenary portions. In the revealed scriptures, the ultimate object of knowledge is Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. The purpose of performing sacrifice is to please him. Yoga is for realizing him. All fruitive activities are ultimately rewarded by him only. He is supreme knowledge, and all severe austerities are performed to know him. Religion, dharma, is rendering loving service unto him. He is the supreme goal of life. In the beginning of the material creation, that absolute personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, in his transcendental position, created the energies of cause and effect by his own internal energy. After creating the material substance, the Lord, Vasudeva, expands himself and enters into it. And although he is within the material modes of nature and appears to be one of the created beings, he is always fully enlightened in his transcendental position. The Lord as Supersoul pervades all things, just as fire permeates wood. And so he appears to be of many varieties, though he is the Absolute One without a second. The Supersoul enters into the bodies of the created beings who are influenced by the modes of material nature and causes them to enjoy the effects of these modes by the subtle mind. Thus the Lord of the universes maintains all planets, inhabited by demigods, men, and lower animals. Assuming the roles of incarnations, he performs pastimes to reclaim those in the modes of pure goodness. Attaining the Supreme, Chapter 8, Bhagavad Gita, please. Sanskrit. Tarka Brahma Yoga. Atashtamo Dhyayaha. Arjuna Vacha. Kim Tad Brahma Kim Adhyatmam. Kim Karma Purushottama. Hari Bhutam Chikim Proktam. Hari Daivam Kim Uchate. Hari Yagya Katam Kotra. Dehesmin Madhusudana. Prayanakale Chakatam Geyosi Niyatatmabihi Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Sabhavo Dhyatma Muchate Bhuta Bhavod Bhavakaro Visarga Karma Samchitaha Adibhutam Sharo Bhava Purushashari Daivatam Ariyagyo Hame Batra Dehe deha vratambara Antakale chamameva Smaran muktva kalevaram Ya priyati samadbhavam Yati nastyatra shangshayaha Yang yang vapi smaran bhavam Tajatyante kalevaram Tam tam evaiti kaunteya Sada tadbhava bhavitaha Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmaradyudyacha mayarpita mano buddhir mami vaishyatsya samshayaha abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa nanyagamina paramam purusham divyam yati partanu chintayan kavim purana manushashitaram Anoraniyam samanusmeretyaha Sarvasya dataram achintya rupam Aditya varnam tamasasparastam Pryanakale manasachalena Bhaktya yukto yoga palena chaiva Bruvor madhye pranam avesha samyak Satam param purusham upaiti divyam Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vedanti Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaraga Yadishanto Brahmacharyam Charanti Tate Padam Sangrahena Pravakshe Sarvadvarani Samyamya Manohridi Narudyacha Murdyadhayatmana Pranam Astito Yokataranam Om Ityekaksharam Brahma Yaharan Mamanusmaran Yaprayati Tajanteham Sayati Paramam Gatim Ananya Cheta Satatam Yomam Smarati Nityashaha Tasyaham Sulabha Partha Nitya Yuktasya Yoginaha Mamupetya Punarjanma Dukalayam Ashashvatam Napnuvanti Mahatmana Samsidhim Paramam Gataha Abhrama Bhuvana Loka Punar Avartinorjuna Mamupetya Tu Kaunteya Punar Janma Navidyate Sahasra Yuga Parayantam Arhadya Brahmano Viduhu Ratrin Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vito Janaha Avyaktad vyaktaya sarva prabhavatyar haragame ratyagame praliyante tatraiva vyaktya samjake bhuta grama sevayam bhutva bhutva praliyate ratyagame vashapartha prabhavatyar haragame parastasmatu bhavonyo vyakto vyaktat sanatanaha yaksak sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu navinashyati yavyakto shara ityuktas tamahu paramam gatim yam prapya nanivartante tadhama paramam mama purushasa paraparta bhaktya labhyastvananyaya yasyantastani bhutani yena sarvam idam tatam yatra kale tvanavritim avritim chaiva yoginaha prayata yanti tam kalam vakshami bharatarshapha agnir jyotir ahashukla shanmasa uttarayanam tatra prayata gachanti brahma brahma vido janaha dhumo ratris tata krishna shanmasa takshanayanam tatra chandram samjyotir yogi prapya nivartate shukla krishne katihete jagata shashvate mate ekaya yatyana vratim anyaya vartate punaha naite sriti pata janan yogi huyati kaschana tasmat sarveshu kaleshu yukto bhavarjana vedeshu yagyeshu tapasu chaiva daneshu yat punya palam pratishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param stanam upaiti. One more time. Vedeshu yagyeshu tapasu chaiva daneshu yat punya palam pratishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param stan. One more time. Vedeshu yagyeshu tapasu chaiva daneshu yat punya palam pratishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param stanam upaiti chadyam. Om tat saditi Srimad Bhagavad gita Supanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Sambade Taraka Brahma Yoga Nama Ashtamo Dhyayaha Hari Om. Translations. In 7 seconds or less. Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the Self? What are fruit of activities? What is this material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me. Who is the Lord of sacrifice, and how does he live in the body, O Madhusudana? And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, indestructible, transcendental living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called Adhyatma, the Self. Action pertaining to the development of the material bodies of the living entities is called karma, or fruit of activities. O best of the embodied beings, the physical nature, which is constantly changing, is called Adibhuta, the material manifestation. The universal form of the Lord, which includes all the demigods, like those of the sun and moon, is called Adidaiva. And I, the Supreme Lord, represented as the Supersoul in the heart of every embodied being, am called Adiyagya, the Lord of Sacrifice. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he attains without fail. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, he, O Partha, is sure to reach me. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and he is transcendental beyond this material nature. One who at the time of death fixes his life air between the eyebrows, and by the strength of yoga, with an undeviating mind, engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord in full devotion, will certainly attain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Persons who are learned in the Vedas, who utter Omkara, and who are great sages in the renounced order, enter into Brahman. Desiring such perfection, one practices celibacy. I shall now briefly explain to you this process by which one may attain salvation. The yogic situation is that of detachment from all sensual engagements, closing all the doors of the senses and fixing the mind on the heart and the life air at the top of the head. One establishes himself in yoga. After being situated in this yoga practice and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letters, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planets. For one who always remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Pratha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place, but one who attains my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. By human calculation, 1,000 ages taken together form the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is the duration of his night. At the beginning of Brahma's day, all living entities become manifest from the unmanifest state, and thereafter, when the night falls, they are merged into the unmanifest again. Again and again, when Brahma's day arrives, all living entities come into being, and with the revival of Brahma's night, they are helplessly annihilated. Yet there is another unmanifest nature, which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. That which the Vedantists describe as unmanifest and infallible, that which is known as the supreme destination, that place from which, having attained it, one never returns, that is my supreme abode. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is greater than all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Although he is present in his abode, he is all-pervading, and everything is situated within him. O best of the Bharatas, I shall now explain to you the different times at which, passing away from this world, the yogi does or does not come back. Those who know the Supreme Brahman attain that Supreme by passing away from the world during the influence of the fiery god, in the light, at an auspicious moment of the day, during the fortnight of the waxing moon, or during the 6 months when the sun travels in the north. The mystic who passes away from this world during the smoke, the night, the fortnight of the waning moon, or the 6 months when the sun passes to the south, reaches the moon planet, but again comes back. According to Vedic opinion, there are 2 ways of passing from this world, one in light and one in darkness. When one passes in light, he does not come back, but when one passes in darkness, he returns. Although the devotees know these 2 paths, O Arjuna, they are never bewildered, therefore be always fixed in devotion. A person who accepts the path of devotional service is not bereft of the results derived from studying the Vedas, performing sacrifices, undergoing austerities, giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. Simply by performing devotional service, he attains all these, and at the end, he attains the supreme eternal abode. Udilo Aruna Purababa Dvijamani Goda Mani Jage Udilo Aruna Purababa Bhakata Samua Loya Sate Gila Nagara Braje Tatai tatai bhajaloko Ghana ghana tae jajeraro Preme dala dala sonaranga charane nupura baje Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari Bolena Bolore Vadana Bori Miche Nida Bashe Gelole Rati Divasha Sharira Shaje Manadulaba manavadeho Paya kikoro bhavana keho Ebena bajile jashoda suta Charame pori belaje Udita tapana hoile asta Dina gelo bole hoi bibyasta Tabe keno ebe alasa hoy na bhajari doyaraje Jivana nitya janahasa Thahe nana vidha vipadaba Namashraya kore jatane tumi Taka panakaje Jivera kalyana sadhana kham Jagate asiye madhuryanam avidyatimira tapana rupe hridgagane viraje. Krishna nam Sudha Koreapan Juda Bhakati Vinoda Pran Dambina Kichu Nahi Ko Aro Chaura Bhuvana Mahaje. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Haribo, Haribol, Haribo, Nitai Gaur Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Daga Premanande, Sharinam Sankirtan Ki, Sharinam Mantra Ki, Sharinam Prabhu Ki, Go Premanande. Nitai Gaura Haribo, Haribol, Haribo, Nitai Gaur Haribo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter number 1, The Advent of Lord Krishna, Introduction, Text number 1. Shri Rajovacha Katito Vamsha Vistaro Pavata Soma Surya Yoho Rajnam Chobhaya Vamshyanam Charitam Paramadbhutam. King Parikshit said, "My dear Lord, you have elaborately described the dynasties of both the moon god and the sun god with the exalted and wonderful character of their kings." Purport. At the end of the 9th canto, 24th chapter, Shukadeva Goswami summarized the activities of Krishna. He spoke of how Krishna had personally appeared to reduce the burden of the earth, how he had manifested his pastimes as a householder, and how soon after his birth he had transferred himself to his Brajabhumi Leela. Parikshit Maharaj, being naturally a devotee of Krishna, wanted to hear more about Lord Krishna. Therefore, to encourage Shukadeva Goswami to continue speaking about Krishna and give further details, he thanked Shukadeva Goswami for having described the activities of Krishna in brief. Shukadeva Goswami had said, "Jato gata pratir grihad varam editarto hatva ripun sutta Shatani kritorudaraha utpadyateshu purusha kratubi samije atmanamatma niganam pratayanjaneshu." The Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, known as Leela Purushottam, known as what? Appeared as the son of Vasudeva, but immediately left his father's home and went to Vrindavan. Went where? To expand his loving relationships with his confidential devotees. In Vrindavan, the Lord killed many demons, and afterwards he returned to Dwarka. Where? Dwarka. Where, according to Vedic principles, he married many wives. How many? Many. Exactly how many? Who were the best of women, begot through them hundreds of sons. How many? Hundreds. Exactly how many? 16,108 times 10. 161. I thought you all were engineers. And performed sacrifices for his own worship to establish the principles of householder life. The Yadu dynasty belonged to the family descending from Soma, the moon god. Although the planetary systems are so arranged that the sun comes first before the moon, Parikshit Maharaj gave more respect to the dynasty of the moon god, the Soma Vamsha. Because of the Yadu dynasty descending from the moon, Krishna had appeared. Because in the Yadava dynasty descending from the moon, Krishna had appeared. There are two different Kshatriya families of the royal order, one descending from the king of the moon planet and the other descending from the king of the sun. Whenever the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears, he generally appears in a Kshatriya family because he comes to establish religious principles and the life of righteousness. According to the Vedic system, the Kshatriya family is the protector of the human race. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared as Lord Ramachandra, he appeared in the Surya Vamsha, the family descending from the sun god, and when he appeared as Lord Krishna, he did so in the Yadu dynasty, or the Yadu Vamsha, whose descent was from the moon god. In the 9th canto, 24th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a long list of the kings of the Yadu Vamsha. All the kings in both the Soma Vamsha and the Surya Vamsha were great and powerful. And Maharaj Parikshit praised them very highly. Ragnam Chobhaya Vamshanam Charitam Paramad Bhutam. Nonetheless, he wanted to hear more about the Soma Vamsha because that was the dynasty in which Krishna had appeared. The supreme abode of the personality of Godhead Krishna is described in Brahma Samhita as the abode of Chintamani. Chintamani prakara sadmusu kalpaviksha lakshavriteshu surabhira vipalayantam. The Vrindavan Dham on this earth is a replica of that same abode. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 8:20, Parastasmatu bhavonyo vyakto vyaktat sanatanaha yaksak sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu navinashyati. In the spiritual sky there is another eternal nature, transcendental to manifested and unmanifested matter. The manifested world can be seen in the form of many stars and planets such as the sun and moon, but beyond this is the unmanifested, which is imperceptible to those who are embodied. And beyond this unmanifested matter is the spiritual kingdom, which is described in Bhagavad Gita as supreme and eternal. That kingdom is never annihilated. Although material nature is subject to repeated creation and annihilation, that spiritual nature remains as it is eternally. In the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, that spiritual nature, the spiritual world, is described as Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan, or Vrajadam. Described as what? All together now. And if we wake you up at 1 o'clock in the morning tomorrow night and we say, the spiritual nature, the spiritual world is described as? Correct. The elaborate description of the above-mentioned shloka from the 9th canto, Jato Gata Pitrigrahad, will be found here in the 10th canto. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Text 2. Yadosh Chatarama Shilasya Nitaram Muni Sattama Tatram Shi Navatirnasya Vishnur Viryani Shamsanaha. O best of Munis. Who is the best of Munis? You have also described the descendants of Yadu, who were very pious and strictly adherent to religious principles. Now, if you will, kindly describe the wonderful, glorious activities of Lord Vishnu, or Krishna, who appeared in that Yadu dynasty with Baladev, his plenary expansion. Purport. The Brahma Samhita 5.1 explains that Krishna is the origin of the Vishnu Tattva. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sakchirananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the supreme controller. He has the eternal blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, for he is the prime cause of all causes. Yasyaika nishvistakalamatavalambya jivanti lome vilajajakadannanata Vishnur mahansa iha yastikala vishesho govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. The Brahmas, the heads of the innumerable universes, live only for the duration of one breath of Mahavishnu. I worship Govinda, the original Lord, of whom Mahavishnu is but a portion of a plenary portion. Govinda Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Even Lord Mahavishnu, who by his breathing creates many millions upon millions of universes, is Lord Krishna's Kala Vishesha, or plenary portion of a plenary portion. Mahavishnu is a plenary expansion of Sankarsana, who is a plenary expansion of Narayan. Narayan is a plenary expansion of the Chaturvyuha, and the Chaturvyuha are plenary expansions of Baladev. Reverse engineering going on here. The first manifestation of Krishna. Therefore, when Krishna appeared with Baladev, all the Vishnu Tattvas appeared with him. Maharaj Parikshit requested Shukadeva Goswami to describe Krishna and his glorious activities. Another meaning may be derived from this verse as follows. Although Shukadeva Goswami was the greatest Muni, he could describe Krishna only partially, amshena. For no one can describe Krishna fully. It is said that Anantadev has thousands of heads, but although he tries to describe Krishna with thousands of tongues, his descriptions are still incomplete. Text number 3. Avatirya yador vamshe bhagavan bhuta bhavanaha kritavan yani vishvatma tani no vada vistarat. The Supersoul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the cause of the cosmic manifestation, appeared in the dynasty of Yadu. Please tell me elaborately about his glorious activities and character from the beginning to the end of his life. We're going to have to stay here 24 hours a day. Purport. In this verse, the word kritavan, yani, indicate that all the different activities Krishna performed while present on earth are beneficial to human society. Look up another verse in the 7th canto, 9th chapter that says the same thing by Prahlad Maharaj in his prayers. Within 2 minutes or less. If religionists, philosophers, and people in general simply hear the activities of Krishna, they will be liberated. If religionists, philosophers, and people in general simply hear the activities of Krishna, they will be liberated. This gives us a clue to why we're giving so much trouble to distributing the Krishna book, and why Prabhupada took so much trouble to print the Krishna book and put pictures in it and everything. What is that? I'll read you the sentence again. Listen to this. This is going to amaze and astound you. You'll never be the same after hearing it. If religionists, philosophers, and people in general simply hear the activities of Krishna, they will be liberated. Period. Full stop. End of sentence. We have described several times that there are two kinds of Krishna Katha, represented by Bhagavad Gita, spoken personally by Krishna about himself, and Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Shukadeva Goswami about the glories of Krishna. Anyone who becomes even slightly interested in Krishna Katha is liberated. Again, anyone who becomes even slightly interested in Krishna Katha is liberated. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya mukta sangha param bhajet. Simply by chanting or repeating Krishna Katha, one is liberated from the contamination of Kali Yuga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised, Jari dako tare koho Krishnupadesh. This is the mission of Krishna consciousness, to hear about Krishna and thus be liberated from material bondage. Time's up. 7:9. 7:9:30, he says Govindacharya. No, 7:9. 7:9:13, he says. Very good, Govindacharya. Sarve hyami vidikaratstava sattvadhamno brahmadayo vayam viveshana chodvijantaha shemaya bhutayutam sukhaya chasya vikreditam bhagavato ruchiravataraya sarve. All. He, certainly. Ami, these. Vidikaraha, executors of orders. Tava, your. Sattvadhamnaha, being always situated in the transcendental world. Brahma Adayaha, the demigods headed by Lord Brahma. Vayam, we. Iva, like. Isha, O my Lord. Na, not. Cha, and. Udvijanataha, udvijantaha, who are afraid of your fearful appearance. Shemaya, for the protection. Bhutaye, for the increase. Uta, it is said. Atma Sukhaya, for personal satisfaction by such pastimes. Cha, also. Asya, of this material world. Vikriditam, manifested. Bhagavataha, of your lordship. Ruchira, very pleasing. Ruchira, very pleasing. Ruchira, very pleasing. Avatarahi, by your incarnations. Translation. O my Lord, all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma are sincere servants of your lordship, who are situated in a transcendental position. Therefore, they are not like us, Prahlad Maharaj and his father, demon Hiranyakashipu. Your appearance in this fearsome form is your pastime for your own pleasure. Such an incarnation is always meant for the protection and improvement of the universe. Purport. Prahlad Maharaj wanted to assert that his father and the other members of his family were all unfortunate because they were demoniac, whereas the devotees of the Lord are always fortunate because they are always ready to follow the orders of the Lord. When the Supreme Lord appears in this material world in his various incarnations, he performs two functions, saving the devotee and vanquishing the demon. Paritradaya sadhunam vinashaya chaduskritam. Lord Nrsingadev, for example, appeared for the protection of his devotee. Such pastimes as those of Nrsingadev are certainly not meant to create a fearful situation for the devotees. But nonetheless, the devotees, being very simple and faithful, were afraid of the fierce incarnation of the Lord. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj in the following prayer requests the Lord to give up his anger. Back to the 10th canto. Nivrittatarshya rupagiyamana Bhavaushadachotra manobirama Ka uttama shloka gunanuvada Puman virajeta vinapashugna. Glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is performed in the Parampara system. That is, it is conveyed from spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is relished by those no longer interested in the false temporary glorification of this cosmic manifestation. Descriptions of the Lord are the right medicine for the conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. Therefore, who will cease hearing such glorification of the Lord except a butcher or one who is killing his own self? Purport. In India, it is the practice among the general populace to hear about Krishna either from Bhagavad Gita or from Srimad Bhagavatam in order to gain relief from the disease of repeated birth and death. Although India is now fallen, when there is a message that someone will speak about Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, thousands of people still gather to hear. This verse indicates, however, that such recitation of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam must be done by persons completely freed from material desires. Nivritta tarshai. Everyone within this material world, beginning from Brahma down to the insignificant ant, is full of material desires for sense gratification, and everyone is busy in sense gratification. But when thus engaged, one cannot fully understand the value of Krishna Katha, either in the form of Bhagavad Gita or in Srimad Bhagavatam. If we hear the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead from liberated persons, this hearing will certainly free us from the bondage of material activities. But hearing Srimad Bhagavatam spoken by a professional reciter cannot actually help us achieve liberation. Krishna Katha is very simple. In Bhagavad Gita it is said that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As he himself explains, Matak Paratanam Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. O Arjuna, there is no truth superior to me. Bhagavad Gita 7:7. Simply by understanding this fact that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can become a liberated person. But, especially in this age, because people are interested in hearing Bhagavad Gita from unscrupulous persons who depart from the simple presentation of Bhagavad Gita and distort it for their personal satisfaction, they fail to derive the real benefit. There are big scholars, politicians, philosophers, and scientists who speak on Bhagavad Gita in their own polluted way, and people in general hear from them, being uninterested in hearing the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead from a devotee. A devotee is one who has no other motive for reciting Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam than to serve the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has therefore advised us to hear the glories of the Lord from a realized person. Bhagavata paro divya bhagavata stane. Unless one is personally a realized soul in the science of Krishna consciousness, a neophyte should not approach him to hear about the Lord, for this is strictly prohibited by Srila Sanatana Goswami, who quotes from the Padma Purana together. Avaishnava mukund girnam bhutam harikatamratam shravana naiva kartavyam sharpochishtam yata paryaha. One more time. Avaishnava mukund girnam bhutam harikatamratam shravana naiva kartavyam sharpochishtam yatapaya. One more time. Avaishnava mukund girnam bhutam harikatamratam Shravanam naiva kartavyam sarpochishtam yatapayaha. One should avoid hearing from a person not situated in Vaishnava behavior. A Vaishnava is nivritta trishna, that is, he has no material purpose, for his only purpose is to preach Krishna consciousness. So-called scholars, philosophers, and politicians exploit the importance of Bhagavad Gita by distorting its meaning for their own purposes. Therefore, this verse warns that Krishna Katha should be recited by a person who is a Nivritta Trishna. Shukadeva Goswami epitomizes the proper reciter for Srimad Bhagavatam, and Parikshit Maharaj, who purposefully left his kingdom and family prior to meeting death, epitomizes the person fit to hear it. A qualified reciter of Srimad Bhagavatam gives the right medicine, bhavaushadhi, for the conditioned souls. The Krishna consciousness movement is therefore trying to train qualified preachers to recite Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita throughout the entire world, so that people in general, in all parts of the world, may take advantage of this movement, and thus be relieved of the threefold miseries of material existence. The instructions of Bhagavad Gita and the descriptions of Srimad Bhagavatam are so pleasing that almost anyone suffering from the threefold miseries of material existence will desire to hear the glories of the Lord from these books and thus benefit on the path of liberation. Two classes of men, however, will never be interested in hearing the message of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Those who are determined to commit suicide and those determined to kill cows and other animals for the satisfaction of their own tongues. Although such persons may make a show of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam at a Bhagavat Saptaha, this is but another creation of the karmis, who cannot derive any benefit from such a performance. The word pashugnat is important in this connection. Pashugna means butcher. Persons fond of performing ritualistic ceremonies for elevation to the higher planetary systems must offer sacrifices, yagyas, by killing animals. Lord Buddhadev therefore rejected the authority of the Vedas because his mission was to stop animal sacrifices, which are recommended in Vedic ritualistic ceremonies. Nindasi yagyavedhe ahaha shruti jatam sadaya hridaya darshita pushugatam keshavadhrita buddha Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Gita Govinda. Even though animal sacrifices are sanctioned in Vedic ceremonies, men who kill animals for such ceremonies are considered butchers. Butchers cannot be interested in Krishna consciousness, for they are already materially allured. Their only interest lies in developing comforts for their temporary body. Together, Bhogaishvarya prasaktanam taya prahita chetasam vyavasayatmika bhuti samadhauna vidiyate. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination of devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. Bhagavad Gita 2:44. Srila Narottam Das Thakur says, Manushya Jannam Apaya Radha Krishna Napajiya Janiya Shuniya Visha Kainu. Anyone who is not Krishna conscious and who therefore does not engage in the service of the Lord is also Pashugna, for he is willingly drinking poison. Such a person cannot be interested in Krishna Katha because he still has a desire for material sense gratification. He is not Nivritta Trishna. As it is said, Traivarkikas te Purusha Vimukha Hari Medasaha. Those who are interested in Trivargya, that is, in Dharma, Artha, and Kama, are religious for the sake of achieving a material position, which is to gain better facilities for sense gratification. Such persons are killing themselves by willingly keeping themselves in the cycle of birth and death. They cannot be interested in Krishna consciousness. For Krishna Katha, topics about Krishna consciousness, there must be a speaker and a hearer, both of whom can be interested in Krishna consciousness if they are no longer interested in material topics. One can actually see how this attitude automatically develops in persons who are Krishna conscious. Although the devotees of the Krishna consciousness movement are quite young men, they no longer read materialistic newspapers, magazines, and so on, for they are no longer interested in such topics. Nivritta Tarshai. They completely give up the bodily understanding of life. For topics concerning Uttama Shloka, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the spiritual master speaks and the disciple hears with attention. Unless both of them are free from material desires, they cannot be interested in topics of Krishna consciousness. The spiritual master and disciple do not need to understand anything more than Krishna, because simply by understanding Krishna and talking about Krishna, one becomes a perfectly learned person. Yasmin vignate sarvam evam vignatum bhavati. The Lord sits within everyone's heart, and by the grace of the Lord, the devotee receives instructions directly from the Lord himself, who says in Bhagavad Gita 15:15, Sarvasya cham vridishani vishto mattak smitir jnanam apohanam cha vedaishcha sarve ahameva vedyo vedanta krid veda vedeva chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Krishna consciousness is so exalted that one who is perfectly situated in Krishna consciousness under the direction of a spiritual master is fully satisfied by reading Krishna Katha as found in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and other Vedic literatures. Since merely talking about Krishna is so pleasing, we can simply imagine how pleasing it is to render service to Krishna. When discourses on Krishna Katha take place between a liberated spiritual master and his disciple, others also sometimes take advantage of hearing these topics and also benefit. These topics are the medicine to stop the repetition of birth and death, the cycle of repeated birth and death, by which one takes on different bodies again and again, is called bhava, or bhava roga. If anyone, willingly or unwillingly, hears Krishna Katha, his bhava roga, the disease of birth and death, will certainly stop. Therefore, Krishna Katha is called bhavaushata, the remedy to stop the repetition of birth and death. Karmis, or persons attached to material sense enjoyment, generally cannot give up their material desires, but Krishna Katha is such a potent medicine that if one is induced to hear Krishna Katha, look up induced, he will certainly be freed from this disease. A practical example is Dhruva Maharaj, who at the end of his tapasya was fully satisfied. When the Lord wanted to give Dhruva a benediction, Dhruva refused it. Swamin kritartos mi varam nayache. My dear Lord, he said, I am fully satisfied. I do not ask for any benediction for material sense gratification. We actually see that even young boys and girls in the Krishna conscious movement have given up their long practice of bad habits like illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling, because Krishna consciousness is so potent that it gives them full satisfaction. They are no longer interested in material sense gratification. Again, Krishna Katha is called Bhavaushadhi, the remedy to stop the repetition of birth and death. Karmis, or persons attached to material sense enjoyment, generally cannot give up their material desires, but Krishna Katha is such a potent medicine that if one is induced to hear Krishna Katha, he will certainly be freed from this material disease. And the meaning of induce means...
Induce is a verb which means succeed in persuading or influencing someone to do something. Second meaning is bring about or give rise to something. Then the origin is late Middle English. Formerly it was also called induce, like E-N-D-U-C-E, from the Latin inducere, which means lead in, and or also from French endure. And it says compare with the word endue, and the origin of the word endue also means to provide with quality or ability to do something. And the origin of endue is late Middle English, and it says also in the sense induct into an ecclesiastical living, and ecclesiastical living is relating to the Christian church or its clergy, so somehow it gets connected to Krishna.
I'll read the sentence again. Therefore, Krishna Katha is called Bhavaushadha, the remedy to stop the repetition of birth and death. Karmis, or persons attached to material sense enjoyment, generally cannot give up their material desires, but Krishna Katha is such a potent medicine that if one is induced to hear Krishna Kirtan, he will certainly be freed from this disease. That bodes well for the Krishna consciousness movement, doesn't it? Because it's not so easy to convince people wholesale to do certain things, but the medicine is so potent that when we induce people to hear it by making an attractive presentation of Krishna consciousness, so they hear the holy names, the medicine goes in their ears and then their hearts, and then there's a transformation. Transformation takes place. Can you think of anywhere else that this is mentioned? The way in which when people hear Srimad Bhagavatam or a Hare Krishna Kirtan, that there's a transformation in their hearts. Yes, Govinda? Yes? He raised his hand first. Hey Govinda.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibi iditam kalmashapaham Shravana Mangalam Srimad Bhagavatam Bhuvi Granantiye Bhurida Jana.
Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam Shravana Mangalam
Kavibi iditam Srimad Bhagavatam
Shravana Mangalam Srimad Bhagavatam Bhuvi Granantiye Bhurida. Yes, please tell us about the verse.
It's
back left of the room.
It's from Gopi Gita. It's from Gopi Gita, 11th canto. Gopis are actually praying to the Lord that your Kathamrit satisfies the living entities, Tapta Jivanam, Kavibi Iditam. So the knowledgeable scholars have spoken about it. Kalmashapaham. So it destroys the miseries. Shravana Mangalam. It provides auspiciousness by hearing. And Srimad Atatam. Srimad auspiciousness. Atatam, I think till death, till the end, I think you should hear it, something like that. I'm not sure. Bhuvi Granantiye Bhurida Jana. Who chant this are the biggest givers. They are the biggest charity givers. Bhurida Jana. Bhurida.
Thank you very much. I'm surprised that the verse hasn't appeared though on the... Usually whenever we start saying a verse, it appears on the screen. It's like magically. But I didn't see Tava Katamritam. I think it was to give Govinda Prabhu a chance. But it would be nice to look at it. 10:31:9, 10:31:9. Can make that your passcode. 10:31:9. Tava Katamritam. 10:31:9. Within 7 seconds or less. Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimaratatam Bhuvigranantiye Buddhidajana. Translation: the nectar of your words and the descriptions of your activities are the life and soul of those suffering in this material world. These narrations transmitted by learned sages eradicate one's sinful reactions and bestow good fortune upon whoever hears them. These narrations are broadcast all over the world and are filled with spiritual power. Certainly, those who spread the message of Godhead are most magnificent. King Prataparuja recited this verse to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra festival while the Lord was resting in a garden. King Prataparuja humbly entered and began massaging his legs and lotus feet. Then the king recited the 31st chapter of the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the songs of the gopis. It's amazing that he recited it because it's not like there was an iPhone or something. You know, what a great devotee he was that he was able to recite that whole chapter. The songs of the gopis. The Chaitanya Charitamrita relates that when Lord Chaitanya heard this verse beginning Tava Katamritam, he immediately arose in ecstatic love and embraced King Prataparudra. The incident is described in detail in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 14.4 through 18. In his edition, Srila Prabhupada has given extensive commentary on it. It would be really nice to see that, Madhya 14.4 through 18. I don't know if there's any opportunity, but if it did arise, the opportunity to see Madhya Lila 14.4 through 18. Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavya Biriditam Kalmashapanam Shavana Mangalam Sri Maratatam Bhuvikrinantiye Buddhidajana. I don't know if it's 7 seconds or less. Seven minutes or less we'll go for. Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavir Biriditam Kalmashapaham Shravana Mangalam Sri Maratatam Bhuvikrinantiye Buddhidajana. E mato prabhur achema pramira abeshe Hena kali prataparuja kaila praveshe. Keep going. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was resting in ecstatic love, Maharaj Prataparudra entered the garden. Down. Following Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's instructions, the king had given up his royal dress. Now he entered the garden in the dress of a Vaishnava. Purport. Sometimes members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, especially in the Western countries, find it difficult to approach people to distribute books because they are unfamiliar with the traditional saffron robes of the devotees. The devotees have therefore inquired whether they can wear European and American dress before the general public. From the instructions given to Maharaj Prataparudra by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, we can understand that we may change our dress in any way to facilitate our service. When our members change their dress to meet the public or to introduce our books, they are not breaking the devotional principles. The real principle is to spread the Krishna consciousness movement, and if one has to change into regular Western dress for this purpose, there should be no objection. No objection. Next. Down. Maharaj Prataparudra was so humble that with folded hands he first took permission from all the devotees. Then with great courage he fell down and touched the lotus feet of the Lord. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lay on the raised platform with his eyes closed in ecstatic love and emotion, the king very expertly began to massage his legs. The king began to recite verses about the Rasa Lila from Srimad Bhagavatam. He recited the chapter beginning with the words, Jayati Te Dikam. Purport, these verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 31, constitute what is known as the Gopi Gita. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard these verses, he was pleased beyond limits. Let's see the Bengali for that. And he said again and again, go on reciting, go on reciting. Shunete shunete prabhura shantosh apar. Bhalo bhalo bhali prabhu bhali bhar bar. Where's Shamalangi? She's gone. Okay. Shunate shunate, by hearing Prabhupada of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Santosh apar, great satisfaction, balo balo, go on reciting, bali, saying, Prabhu, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, bale, says, bar bar, again and again. Where is she? Oh, you're Bengali too? Now you tell me. Let's hear it.
Shunite means to hear.
No, just recite the verse.
Shunite shunite prabhuro shantosh apar. Bhalo bhalo boli prabhu bole bar bar.
Haribol! When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard these verses, he was pleased beyond limits. And he said again and again, go on reciting, go on reciting. So this is the sign of advancement in Krishna consciousness. There is no other sign. That one becomes pleased to hear about Krishna when the topic comes up. And such a person will also insert him or herself into every situation that he or she can in order to hear Krishna Katha. It's as much an addiction as Facebook or any other kind of substance abuse that one can become involved in. One becomes addicted to Krishna Katha and becomes pleased upon hearing this. This is substantiated, that when I say this, I mean this premise that advancement in Krishna consciousness is measured by how much one is pleased beyond limits to hear Krishna Katha. In the third canto, when Lord Kapila Dev describes devotional service in the mode of, find the verse, in the mode of ignorance, passion, and then goodness. And then he says beyond that comes the devotional service which is transcendental. And he gives the following description of the transcendental state of devotional service, beginning with the words, what is it? No. 329:11, please. 329:11 and 12. This is a very important verse, and in fact it's included in the conversation between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Roy. Okay, I'll say please repeat. Madguna Shruti Matrena Mai Sarva Guhashaye Monogatir evichchinna yata gangam baso mudao lakshanam bhakti yogasya nirgunasya hyutaritam ahaituki avyavahita yat bhakti purushottame. Translation: the manifestation of unadulterated devotional service is exhibited when one's mind is at once attracted to hearing the transcendental name and qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is residing in everyone's heart. Just as the water of the Ganges flows naturally towards the sea, such devotional ecstasy, uninterrupted by any material condition, flows towards the Supreme Lord. Purport: the basic principle of this unadulterated pure devotional service is love of Godhead. Madguna Shruti Matrena means just after hearing about the transcendental qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These qualities are called nirguna. The Supreme Lord is uncontaminated by the modes of material nature. Therefore, he is attractive to the pure devotee. There is no need to practice meditation to attain such attraction. The pure devotee is already in the transcendental stage. And the affinity between him and the Supreme Personality of Godhead is natural and is compared to the Ganges water flowing towards the sea. The flow of the Ganges water cannot be stopped by any condition. Similarly, a pure devotee's attraction for the transcendental name, form, and pastimes of the Supreme Lord cannot be stopped by any material condition. The word avichinna, without interruptions, is very important in this connection. No material condition can stop the flow of devotional service of a pure devotee. The word ahaituki means without reason. A pure devotee does not render loving service to the personality of Godhead for any cause or for any benefit, material or spiritual. This is the first symptom of unalloyed devotion. Anyabhilashita shunyam. He has no desire to fulfill by rendering devotional service. Such devotional service is meant for the Purushottam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and not for anyone else. Sometimes pseudo-devotees show devotion to many demigods, thinking the forms of the demigods to be the same as the Supreme Personality of Godhead's form. It is specifically mentioned herein, however, that bhakti, devotional service, is meant only for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan. For who? Narayan. Vishnu or Krishna, not for anyone else. Avyavahita means without cessation. The pure devotee must engage in the service of the Lord 24 hours a day. How often? 24 hours. Without cessation. His life is so molded that every minute and every second he engages in some sort of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Another meaning of the word avyavahita is that the interest of the devotee and the interest of the Supreme Lord are on the same level. The devotee has no interest but to fulfill the transcendental desire of the Supreme Lord. Such spontaneous service under the Supreme Lord is transcendental and is never contaminated by the modes of nature. These are the symptoms of pure devotional service, which is free from all contamination of material nature. Look at the verse again. Madguna shruti matrena mai sarva guhashaye Manogatira vichina yata gangam baso mudao lakshanam bhakti yogasya nirgunasya hyataritam ahaituki avyavatita yapakti purushottame. I will take some reflections from the morning so far. It's been an eventful morning. And any reflections you have? Yes, Prashant. Here comes the mic.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for the lecture. Couple of things really I was able to relate to. So I would like to repeat this canto. I think we read the part of it, but I want to repeat this. I think the canto is 12.351 in Srimad Bhagavatam. It goes like this. Kaled dosa nide rajan astihi eko mahaguna kirtanad eva krishnasya mukta sangha param rajet. Translation actually. This is talking about how you can go to the supreme planet, Param Rajet, simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This is so simple for people like me. And at the end of the purport, he also talks about how one can become purified of all material contamination and return home back to Godhead. And he kind of smashes all the doubt, saying there is no doubt about this. And I think you also pointed out in some few lectures ago about a verse in Upadeshamrita, right? So this is talking about what happens if you chant, right? And the other thing is, if you don't use your tongue in glorifying the Lord, you get entangled. Vacho Vegam, right? So I was thinking how all these scriptures are perfectly tied and they make sense.
You must be interested in going back to God.
Thank you so
Otherwise,
much.
you wouldn't have thought of it. Param Vajet. It's a very interesting phrase. Param Vajet. We go to the Supreme. And in this verse today, Nivrichatar Shurupagiyamana Bhavausharash Chotra Mano Biramat, we hear that some people aren't interested. You could say, Param Vrajet, go back to Godhead. And it's like, no, thank you, not interested. It doesn't penetrate because their heart has not been cultivated yet. It's still hard like a stone. And such a person is interested in the material world, vitally interested, thinking that my real fortune lies here. And one who takes some time to associate with devotees, either they're induced to hear Krishna Katha, and then gradually their hearts begin to change, and then they come in contact and voluntarily associate, and then a transformation takes part in their hearts, where they become more and more interested in the topics of Krishna and in going back home, back to Godhead. And also, they begin to see the material world as a barren place, except for the fact that it's engageable in Krishna service. And when that happens, then Param Vrajat, this idea of going to the Supreme, becomes completely attractive. And then finding out the means to do that becomes the fascination of the devotee, and hearing more and more then brings the person naturally to the higher levels of devotional service, which are described in this verse. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that is an important verse. Akurnath Prabhu.
I was thinking that it seems almost contradictory that you have the speaker and the hearer have to be Nivritta Trishni, and yet if we can induce someone to hear, then they become liberated and they become Nivritta Trishni. So it seems like Srila Prabhupada is on one hand saying unless one is liberated they won't have any attraction, and on the other hand he's saying that if someone can somehow or another be induced to hear, then he will become liberated.
Yes, you know, we've studied frequently in this class the Namashtakam by Rupa Goswami. If we could see that on the board, that would be a miracle. We hear the third verse, Yadabaso Pyudyan Kavalita Bhava Dvanta Vibhabod Drisham Tatvandanam Api Dishati Bhakti Pranayinim. Third verse. Third verse. Unamas. Moichido. Ekor. Yadabaso Pyudyan Kavalita Bhava Dvanta Vibhabo. Drisham Tatvandanam Api Dishati Bhakti Pranayinim. Janastasyo Datam Jagati Bhagavan Nama Tarine. Kritete Nirvaktum Ka Iha Mahimanam Prabhavati. O Son of the Holy Name, even a dim glimmer of your splendor swallows the powerful darkness of materialistic life and gives those who are blind to the truth the vision to follow the path of pure devotional service. Who in this world, even if learned and pious, can fully describe your transcendental glories? Drisham tatvandanam apidishati bhakti pranayinim. Even the person who is blind to the truth can experience bhakti. And at the same time, it's given in the Srimad Bhagavatam that as we're preaching Krishna consciousness, we have to be careful to avoid those who are envious. Although I saw the other day, and when we were in Los Angeles for the Rath Yatra, Savas Prabhu, who's a lifelong preacher, his whole life is molded around how to expand Krishna consciousness all over Los Angeles and the world. And he has one of the premier centers in all of ISKCON. He's such a stalwart. Before that, he was in Denver, Colorado. And first time I met him was on Sankirtan. We used to distribute books together in the Atlanta airport. He and his partner, not to divert too much from the point, but at the time, the newsletter was measured by the best 2 days out of 3 on the weekend. He and his partner in book distribution in Atlanta, Chardeshna Prabhu, used to... See, we would go as the BBT party and be stationed at various places around mostly in North America. And so I was stationed there with Suradas, my old buddy, and we weren't officially part of the Atlanta temple or any other temple. We were part of the BBT party. We'd be embedded in temples in order to try to train the devotees and things. But of course, Savas and Chardeshna didn't need any training. And when we were there, they would leave on Friday morning, just after Mangalarti and the Nrsimha prayers were going on, to get to the airport early, because the best 2 days out of 3 meant they'd be there practically 24 hours during one of the days to rack up their scores. And Sir and I couldn't go with them because they had an advantage by being part of the temple. So we'd have to wait, and we would watch them going down the driveway. By the time we get there, a lot of people already had books in the airport. We'd have to play catch up. What point was I making anyway? Huh? Oh yeah. So Savas Prabhu was mentioning in his announcements before the Rath Yatra festival that our friends, he kept referring to our friends, it's a group of Christians who come every year, and they have a strong message for the world, and that is that there's this compelling need to surrender to Christ and, dedicate one's faith and love to Christ. And if not, then the consequences are dire. It's just a summary of their message. And in any case, they waited this year until the crossroads between Santa Monica and where Venice Beach starts. So they're all there waiting, and with their huge signs, and they had lots of things to say. But Savas was saying, every year they speak a lot of Krishna Katha, because they're there saying Krishna is this, Krishna is that, you Krishnas are this and that. One remembers Shishupal and how he was given credit by the likes of Haridas Thakur and others for saying Krishna's name, even though it was out of derision. They get benefit. And also the GBC there, Bhadranarayan Prabhu Maharaj, points out that oftentimes after they would follow the whole festival and try to assert themselves as much as possible during the festival and their particular message, that they would also then go to the prasadam booth and take prasadam. They'd be lined up there. Even the man in the cow suit, he wears a cow suit and says, people are starving in India because they don't eat cows and so forth. And then he'd be there eating prasadam afterwards. And then this year, after the festival, we noticed on Facebook a picture of our very own Garuda Prabhu, one of the great souls of ISKCON, arm in arm around the head Christian. And then behind him are the signs that say turn or burn, you're going to hell, and everything like that. And there they are, both smiling, like Hare Krishna. So one can never fathom the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the holy names when going in public. We have to be careful not to agitate people who are averse, and we're enjoined to avoid them in the verse Ishvare Te Dineshu. Nonetheless, it spills over. Akuranath Prabhu with a rejoinder.
Working. Okay, now it is. I think it's the next verse, or in the Rupa Goswami's Nama Ashtakam that says, Yadanada api managudiritam nikilogratapa patalim vilumpasi. That even if one chants disrespectfully, it will destroy as many extreme sufferings.
Yet Brahma Sakshat Kritinishchayapi, you had it. Keep going back, there it is. Yet Brahma Sakshat Kritinishchayapi Vinashamayati Vinana Bogai Apaiti Namas Purerena Tate Prarabdha Karmeti Viroti Vedaha.
Try the next verse.
Could you read the... Okay, next one?
Yad Anadarad. Oh, it's the second verse. I'm sorry. Go back to...
No. Oh, yeah, it's the second verse. That's right.
Twam Anadaradapi Manad.
Jayanamadeya Muni Vrindakeya He Janaranjanaya Paramakshara Krite Tumanadaradhapi Managudiritam Nikilogratapa Patalimba Limpasi. Translation, please, Karuna.
Oh, Harinama, all glories to you. Sung by all the sages, you are the supreme combination of syllables, and you bring transcendental bliss to everyone. If a person utters you but once, even disrespectfully, still you relieve his many extreme sufferings.
So, one can also improve one's presentation of Krishna consciousness so that people who are generally not interested in Krishna consciousness may be interested on another level and then open their hearts. It is not that we should take it because we have a potent medicine and we're asked to induce people to take the medicine, that we should also try to present it in such a way that their minds and hearts will open to it. That's why we go to so much trouble when we go for our Kirtan Oasis programs to present a scene that will be attractive to people. They'll want to come in and be part of it, and they're open to it. So both things are there. I remember that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Prakashananda Saraswati and the Mayavadis, he presented himself in a very humble way, so much so that the Mayavadis, headed by Prakashananda, took him by the hand and asked him to sit in a higher seat rather than one that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had chosen for himself, which was in a very lowly place in the assembly. And Mahaprabhu himself had said, I'm from a low class of sannyasis, I shouldn't sit with you or higher than you. And he actually sat in the place where people wash their feet. And when Prakashananda Saraswati reached out and grabbed his hand, Prabhupada mentions that he got Agyata Sukriti. And it was because of the way that Mahaprabhu presented himself. And that gave an opening for Prakashananda and the Mayavadis to hear from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, besides the fact that he showed his effulgence as well. And in that section, Srila Prabhupada writes that we should not make people inimical because they're already inimical. So we shouldn't make them more inimical towards us. So we have to be careful that we should be careful not to think that because we have potent medicine and we should induce people to chant Hare Krishna, we should simply cram it down their throats or force it upon them. The entire presentation Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made by changing into sannyas dress and so forth was to make it easier for people to appreciate on a material level who he was and what he was doing so that they could more deeply take the holy name. So this is a balancing point, that although the medicine is there and it's fully potent, it's important for people to be open to it as much as possible when we present it so that they can get the greatest benefit from it.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for the wonderful class. One point that stuck with me as I was driving and listening to your class, both me and my daughter was sitting at the back. She was listening intently as well. And the point was the religionists, the philosophers, and also the ordinary man, they all can, if they just develop a little taste to hear Krishna Katha, will be liberated. This was mentioned in the purport, and my daughter immediately asked me the meaning, what it said. I said, just hold on to it. Maharaj is explaining. And when you explained the meaning, she asked me the meaning of liberated, and just after that you mentioned how the book distributors are going and giving out the books. And I was watching in the rearview mirror, and she was looking at me and smiling and nodding while listening intently to the class. So thank you so very much.
That scene is impressed upon my heart now. You're driving down the road with your daughter listening. It's why we maintain this center also, so that people have an opportunity to come and see Krishna and to smell the incense and the flowers and the oils offered to Krishna, and to hear about Krishna and the association devotees. Prabhupada's desire was to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, and the way he did it was to set up places where people could come and easily hear about Krishna and chant about Krishna's name and then become liberated. So this upcoming Janmashtami is on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. This is a great opportunity to invite people from all over Silicon Valley, because it's possible for people to get so busy, even if they believe in God, even if they're devotees of Krishna, they can become so busy that they could skip Janmashtami, especially if it's on a Tuesday, right? And then it's possible the next year to skip another Janmashtami, because I skipped it last year, I'll do it again. Is it possible for them to skip 5 in a row? 10? 20? 50? 100? And life goes by very quickly. So it's and even if one gets one opportunity to come into the association of devotees in the rarefied atmosphere of Janmashtami, then one's life can be turned and one can go in a different trajectory. And we see this. We see faces of people we haven't seen ever that show up and are very happy to sit here for hours and simply hear the holy names, Krishna Katha, and just gaze upon Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan and Mahaprabhu. So all of you are working very hard to get ready for the Janmashtami, and also going out to distribute books. And hearing these verses is meant to fortify us so that we understand the purpose behind what we're doing, the reason we're doing. This life will be over in a blink of an eye. And as we're leaving this world, we have, there's great forces that are at play. And unless one has practiced throughout one's lifetime to remember Krishna in all kinds of adverse situations in life, one won't be prepared for that. So the hard work that we're all doing, the tribulations that you have to undergo, even as you continue your devotional service, are completely worth it and worthy. So we'll get ready for Janmashtami. We have distributed all 10,000 flyers so far. So we can put in another 10,000 perhaps, and maybe get 20,000 out. And we'll put a full push to let the entire area of Silicon Valley know what we're doing coming up on Tuesday. And now we're going to have a Guru Puja, worshipping our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming here today for a pre-Janmashtami hearing and chanting session, just to get warmed up. Gaur Premanande Haribo! Vanchakopadurvishya Kripasanabhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. I'd like everyone to turn to the camera and acknowledge everyone who joined us online today by saying Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We know you're out there, and we deeply appreciate that you tuned in. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Mataji, who came.
Okay. I'm good. Tavakatamritam taptajivanam kavibriditam kalmashapaham shravanamangalam srimaratatam bhuvirganantiye bhurijajana. Please turn your attention to the Jumbotron. Actually, if you can hear me, raise your hand. 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 We have these two screens here, which are very helpful. I'm just thinking in one of the buildings that we have in our next temple, if all the walls could be some kind of a screen, you're nodding your head like it's possible, right? So that when it could change scenes at any time by a computer program, so you could have a scene where you're at Govardhan Hill and the whole surrounding, the whole interior of the building becomes transformed into Govardhan, or then you could change it and it become Mayapur Dham, or you could transport to all the different Dhams. Jagannath Puri in the temple will be there with Lord Chaitanya and his associates all around. Is possible? We may have to go to Las Vegas to figure out how they do it. To the Mirage Hotel or something like that. This is a very important verse. It's known by Gaudiya Vaishnavas all over the world because it's a verse of gratitude. So we'll sing it together. Namasheshtam manamapi shachiputra matrasarupam Shri Rupam Tasya Grajam Uruparim Materim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Giravaramoho Radhika Madhavasham Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tamnatosmi. I bow down to the beautiful lotus feet of my spiritual master, by whose causeless mercy I have obtained the supreme holy name, the divine mantra, the service of the son of Shachi Mata, the association of Srila Swarup Damodar, Rupa Goswami, and his older brother, Sanatana Goswami, the supreme abode of Mathura, the blissful abode of Vrindavan, divine Radhakund and Govardhan Hill, and the desire within my heart for the loving service of Sri Radhika and Madhava in Vrindavan. He Guru Jnana Dina Bandho Swananda Data Karunaika Sindho Vrindavanasina Hitavata Prasida Radha Pranaya Prachara. O spiritual master, O giver of divine wisdom, O friend of the fallen, you are the giver of your own bliss, and you are the only ocean of mercy. Although dwelling in Vrindavan, you have descended for the welfare of fallen souls like myself, and you are preaching the divine love of Radha for Krishna. Please be kind upon me. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified for the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatic prema emanates. By him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful unto me. Give us the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the three worlds. We take shelter of your lotus feet. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevalabha Kati Sadma. Bando mui savadana mate. Jahara prashade bhai bhavato riyaja. Krishna prapti hoy jaha hoite. Guru mukha padma vakya chitete koriya aikya. Too fast. Slow down. Anakori ho mane asha. Shri Guru Charane Rati Shayu Tamagati. Jai Prashade Pure Sarva Asha. Jai Prashade Pure Sarva Asha. Chakudan dilo jai janme janme prabhu she. Dibya gyan hre prokashita. Prema bhakti jaha hoite abhijja vinasa jate. Prema bhakti jaha hoite abhijja vinasa jate. Vede gai jahara charita. Vede gai jahara charita. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu. Lokanath Lokera Jivana. Lokanath Lokera Jivana. Ha ha Prabhu Kora Doya De Amore Parachaya. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Kali Kukur Kadam Jadi Chao Hai. Kali Juga Pavana Kali Poyanashana Shri Sachinandana Gao Hai. Gadadhar Madhan Nitya Pranadan Advaita Prapujita Gaura. Nimani Vishwamba Srinivashishvar Bhakta Samuva Chitta Chora. Nadiya Shashadar Mayapurishvar Nam Pravartana Shura. Grihijana Shikshaka Nyasikula Nayaka Madhavarara Bhavapura.
Sarvabhoma Shodhana Gajapati Tarana Ramananda Poshana Vira Rupananda Vardhana Shanatana Palana Haridas Bodhana Dhira Brajaras Bhavana Dushtamata Shatana Kapati Vigatana Kama Shura Bhakta Palana Shuksha Jnana Tarana Chala Bhakti Dushana Rama Kali Kukur Kadam Jadi Chao Hai Kali Juga Pavana Kali Boyanashana Shri Sachinandana Gao Hai Hare Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinath Madan Mohan Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita Sri Rup Sitanathan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath H.I. Gosar Kori Charanam Vandan Jaha Hoiti Vignanash Abhishta Puran H.I. Gosai Jar Muittar Das Tansabara Parariru Mora Panchagras Tandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sarivas Chaname Chaname Hoye Abila H.I. Gosai Jabe Braje Kulabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Koila Prakash Shri Shri Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Koila Prakash Bolo Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Bolo Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Mojamiyaman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koreas Hari Nam Sankirtan Kohe Naro Tamodas Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hey, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Bhajare Hey Radha Govinda Gopala Hare Bhajare Hey Radha Govinda Gopala Hare Oh Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Gopala, Radhe Gopala, Bhajare, hey, Radha Govinda Gopala Hare. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Gopala, Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Bank Bihari,
Radha Kanta,
Bolo, Bolo,
Radha Pariseshwar,
now,
Radha Ras Bihari,
Radha Gopinatha,
Radha Gopinatha,
Kishor Kishori,
oh, Kishor, Kishor,
Radha Banki Bihari,
Radha Bank Bihari,
Sri Radha Madhava,
Radha Madhava,
Radha Gopinatha,
Radha Gopinatha,
Radha Madhava,
Radha Manohara,
Radha Madan Bihari,
Radha Bank Bihari,
Kishor Kishori,
Kishor, Kishori,
Radha Madan Mohan,
Radha 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 Radhanatha,
Radha Raman,
Radha Landaneshwara,
Gandharvika Giridhari,
Radha Giridhari,
Radha Rundan Chandra,
Rukmini Dwarkadish,
Radha Madhava,
Radha Banki Bihari,
Radha Nila Madhav,
Radha Nilama,
Radha Kukunanda,
Radha Madan Mohan,
Rukmini Dwarkadish,
Radha Vrindavan Chandra,
Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Bolo,
Radha Gopinath,
Radha Gopinatha,
Radha Madhava,
Radha Madhava,
Radha Shama Sundar,
Radha Shama Sundar,
Radha Golokananda,
Radha Gokunanda,
Radha Madan Mohan,
Radha Madan Mohan,
Radha Krishna,
Kishor Kishori,
Kishor, Kishor,
Radha Bhakti Bihari,
Bhajare, hey, Radha Govinda Gopala Hare, hey, hey, Radha Govinda Go, Bhajare, hey, Radha Govinda Gopala Hare. ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरे बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को ऐसे श्री ज्ञान श्याम को मेरे बारंबार प्रणाम है। मेरे बारंबार नाम है। निताय गौर हरिबो 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 ताय गौर हरिबो। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। Jai Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajacharya Stotaras Shishi Madhapai Charanara Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jai Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajacharya Stotaras Shishi Madhapai Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Gosai Maharaj Ki. Ananta Goli Vaishnavindi Ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. Prem Sakaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda Ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gokupinath Shamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhan Ki. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki. Shri Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki. Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki. Jamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki. Samaveta Bhaktavinda Ki. All glories to some of the devotees. All glories to some of the devotees. All glories to some of the devotees. Shri Janmashtami Mahamahotsav Ki. Shri Vyasa Puja Mahamahotsav Ki. Gaur Premanande Haribo. So we have several announcements this morning. We'll start with the Sankirtan.
Hare Krishna.
It's good timing. That's Vaidhi Bhakti. He's got it down.
This is our last weekend for our monthly Sankirtan festival of taking shelter of the holy names. And our goals, we are still inching towards them. And today, we just are going to focus on distributing Krishna books and the Janmashtami flyers, with the intent of bringing everyone to the festival on Tuesday. So whoever you meet, welcome them with the flyer and give them a Krishna book also. And we have multiple locations today for book distribution. There is, first one is, there is a vegetarian festival in Sanoma. And Ananga Gopika Mataji and Kushal Prabhu already left this morning because it takes about 2.5 hours to drive Sanoma. They are setting the table with Kojan Prabhu and his wife. So they are distributing books there. There is one very big festival in San Francisco called Outside Lands in Golden Gate Park. We tried it, Madha Govinda Prabhu tried it yesterday, but it was not very conducive, but a small team is still going to try today to go there to Golden Gate Park, and they will try and see if we can meet some people and give them Krishna books. And here in the Bay Area South, we have Fremont India Independence Day Festival on Saturday and Sunday, today and tomorrow. And Ramrati Prabhu and his team is going there to set up a table. And we have India Cash and Carries in Sunnyvale, in Fremont, in Cupertino, and one more location in Dublin. All of these Indian stores, we will set up tables. So we need 2 devotees in each location. So if you are planning to go to distribute today, you can just see us and we'll have 2 devotees in each location so we can cover everyone. And Dublin also needs one more table. So we have so many locations. If you're interested, please join us today.
Thank you very much, Malini. And also, just to give you a preview, there's a very important program coming up for, which is targeted for the 5th of September. And that is the full moon day in the month of Bhadra. According to the Kurma Purana, one of the oldest scriptures in the world, anyone who gives away a Srimad Bhagavatam on a golden throne during this day, Bhadra, gets the great gift of going back home, back to Godhead. That's not nothing. That's something really big. So we're inaugurating a worldwide campaign. We just firmed up the poster and everything like that tomorrow. The team has been working on this. And the Golden Shringasans are on their way from India. And yes. Malini, where are they?
They just cleared the customs. So
here?
They cleared the customs.
Here in San Francisco?
In New York. So they're on their way.
So they're on their way from New York on a truck, by donkey cart, or what? How are they getting here from New York? On the plane?
On a plane, yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so we have a beautiful Shringhasana that we've ordered from India. that the Bhagavatam will fit on. Actually, one book fits on it perfectly. It's very beautiful. You'll see it on the poster, which we'll produce for you by tomorrow. We'll show it at the Sunday program. And this is a massive event for the wide distribution of full sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, anybody who has a little spiritual intelligence will realize if the Kurma Purana says it, it's true. So I imagine devotees all over the world will be investing in full sets of Srimad Bhagavatam to give as gifts on this day of Bhadra. So we're orchestrating this so that they can all be shipped out on the Bhadra day. And so the orders for Srimad Bhagavatam will be pouring in from countries all over the world, and the Shringasans will arrive, and the whole thing is coming up very soon. So just thought everyone should have that in their minds think about who you want to give Srimad Bhagavatam sets to, and encourage your friends that this is the day in which they should give away a full set of Srimad Bhagavatams someplace to somebody. Do you agree with that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
All right, thank you very much. Now we want to hear from Avantika, but not just the normal thing of who's cooking today. We want to hear from her just the general mood of the devotees in cooking, getting ready, not just for today, but also for Janmashtami. What's it like? What are the devotees thinking, and what are they feeling and doing? And who's involved generally? Give us a wider landscape. But stand up there so...
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So since Janmashtami is coming up, there are lots of devotees that are either cooking for the prep work for Janmashtami or the Prasadam today. So Hansa Priya Mataji was leading most of the beginning service for Janmashtami. And since recent, all the devotees were in a frantic service mood to help prepare everything that they needed for Janmashtami. And today's Prasadam, since recent, I think day before yesterday was Shubhavrata's birthday, the cooks were Shubhankar Krishna Prabhu, Aparupa Radhika Mataji, Kohalveet Prabhu, Samantani Sakhi Mataji, Shirath Prabhu, Ramrati Prabhu, and Balmukunda Prabhu.
Haribo! Stand by, because we'll be getting frequent updates from Avantika. I think we might have her start a blog or something like that to keep us updated on the kitchen, what's going on in that wing of the building. Thank you very much for that. And now I see that Hansapriya has come in with her game face on, and she also has papers in her hand. So I'm anticipating that there's some words forthcoming. She's been working for weeks, maybe months, on preparing this festival, getting ready.
Hare Krishna. So, are we all excited for Shri Krishna Janmashtami? Actually, it's a very beautiful thing. We have been talking lately with each team. So we have 32 teams and around 152 volunteers. And many of them are doing double duties of the service. And it's just a beautiful thing that we are so blessed that we have the center here and we have this opportunity to give ourselves. I mean, this is not just an ordinary thing. And the more I talk to devotees and I feel and see their enthusiasm, and they take this so closely, because every single day when we chant, we're saying, please engage us in your service, please help me, I want to remember, you show me the path, guide me, direct me. And this is the day when we can actually give the same mercy we have received to everyone who walks into this door. They are Krishna's guests. They are actually coming here because the Krishna desires to see them. So they're not just an ordinary soul, and you are not an ordinary soul. You get to receive the Krishna's guests, Krishna's devotees. So this is such a beautiful, beautiful opportunity, and we really want all the hands on deck. Please don't just stick to your one service. We are together in this. Whoever needs help, help out. You have been assigned your service. If you have not, we have somehow or other we have not reached out to you, please let us know. We do your cooperation because we want to take care of all the guests, those who walk in. We need everyone to contribute and show who we are. Everything what we do is reflection of we are, and this is a time to share the mercy and give the mercy that we have. So we really want your cooperation, especially with the parking. So let's not park starting Monday on the Latham Street. We do not want to inconvenience our neighbor. We are here to serve, not to take advantage of things. So let's our neighbors have the parking space, and let's just take a little bit of inconvenience to walk, and we understand we'll take care of you, believe me. But we want you to just park a little bit at Walgreens, spread it out a little bit, and Radha Kripa will give you a little more details in it. So please don't just let that email sit in your inbox, but read it, and then he will go in more in details where to park. So this is very much needed from the core members. The second thing, we want the core members to help us with shoes. We want devotees to come into the temple to see the lordships, not our shoes. So we really need your cooperation to follow Ravikant Prabhu's instructions and help them. It's not easy service that he's working and his team is trying to manage. It's very difficult. We want to make sure that the shoes are kept properly. Another important thing is, please let us know how we can engage your kids, because we don't want kids to be running around in the parking lot, even though they are 12 and up. They need to have some service or they need to be supervised. There are more than 8,000 people would walk in, and we could use your help to help kids. And also we want to make sure that if you both are engaged, we are here to help you. So don't hesitate to ask. But please, just these three things, shoes, parking, and the kids, they are the top priorities. And we need everybody to help each other out and look out for each other. More to follow, and then we'll go more in later on. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Hansapriya Mataji already talked about the Latham Street. We just need to keep the street open. We just need a pledge from all of us who are sitting here, if you raise your hand, that I'm not going to park my car on this street. Everybody, if you find your car actually parked, we'll take a picture. This is very serious. The thing is, if you see on a working day, actually the whole street is empty. If whole street will be empty, then any guest which come during the daytime, we don't need to run the shuttle, and they can use this facility to quickly have a darshan and go back. So where we can park, you see on the picture there, there's a FedEx complex opposite to the Cost Plus. I marked that with the blue color. There are almost like 90 parking. We don't need to park actually on the front row of the businesses, because that impacts their own business. So they are all okay. Then we can park there. If all our temple regular devotees or 100 parking, if we do there, I think we would be in a very, very good shape. So the blue marked one. And for the Mangalarti, I will send more announcements through the email. But Mangalarti, the 7-Eleven complex, which is just there at Escuela and Latham Street, in the morning time before 6 o'clock you can park, but after that you need to remove your car, because this is very small parking lot for them. So if you don't remove it, your car will be towed away.
So the business hours, is that okay to park there?
Yes. Yeah. Just leave the front row empty, just the blue marked area. I think there's more than actually 100 parking spots, and they are all okay with it. Thank you very much. Yes.
So one more thing, when you are distributing flyers, this actually happened when when we were telling them about Janmashtami. People were saying, oh, but parking would be a problem, right? What are you doing? So when you're handing out the flyers, do tell them expert parking management has been arranged. We have shuttlers that will drive you and we'll give you signs. We will pick you up from the parking spots. Everything has been arranged. All you have to come do is just show up. So thank you.
Hare Krishna. It is true what Sudeep said. So this year I saw many people asked me that around the parking issues. I told them, so a volunteer will take up all the parking issues. You can come to the park the right spot. They will take the shuttle. So this is true. I got a lot of feedback about the parking also issues. This is the Janmashtami day, and also we almost finished for 10,000 flyers, and again we print up again 2,000 flyers for this weekend. Please, if you have any flyers with you, please go and distribute. Don't keep flyers with you. Please check your car trunk and backpack and bag sheet. Whatever flyers you have, please go and distribute. Thank you.
Go Premanande. Any other announcements? Koludri Prana has an announcement. What?
Can I make an announcement? We have one of our very illustrious kids of ISV, a great mathematician, brilliant girl, who is going to University of Purdue. She got admission at Berkeley, many colleges, and both father and mother, they play background services. I would like to request all of us to bless Arushi. Arushi is sitting just right off. Purdue, University of Purdue.
University, oh my God.
And she is a mathematic genius. Keeps a very low profile, both father. She is daughter of Avijit Prabhu and Shubhra Mataji.
Haribol.
Every week, Radha Madan Mohan gets a garland from the mother, and father is also. So we wanted to just, acknowledge of the steady service all three of them have been doing for ISV, and Prabhu, if you can lead us to say good luck to her.
Yeah, I didn't even know that we were going to Purdue. That's amazing. But this is ideal life, is that your core activity is all based around the temple and your sadhana. As you go forth to consolidate your career and get a higher education and continue your practice of devotional service. In the Sri Upanishad it said, Vidyam chayas tad vedo bayam saha avidyayam ratum tirtva vidyayam ratum ashnute. These two parts of life go on simultaneously. That is our taking care of the material side of our life and going forward with our spiritual life. And the two complement each other as we use up this lifetime, especially for Krishna consciousness, while doing whatever we have to do to maintain ourselves. So we're very proud of you and your whole family for your dedication to Krishna consciousness. And you, this is amazing, going off to Purdue. I must say we're going to miss you. We might have to arrange for you to fly back on a regular basis. Please keep in close touch. We'll be looking forward to hearing news of how it's going out there.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I really appreciate it. I really like your kirtan. And unfortunately, I came really late to the lecture today. I just came for the last 5 minutes, but I really appreciated it. I thought what you said, like bringing politeness, like to other people, bringing them into Krishna consciousness, I think that's really important. And I really hope I can do that at Purdue. I mean, yes. I kind of introduced it to some people. They're open to the idea, so hopefully they come to the temple. And yeah, I mean, I'll just really miss all of you guys. I really love the association, Avantika, then Sweka, Rohini, like all my friends and all the Prabhujis and Matajis. They were really nice. And they're the ones who kind of brought me to the temple in the first place. So I'll just really miss you guys. And thank you so much for everything you've given.
Is it pure math or applied math?
Oh no, I'm doing computer science.
All right, well,
yeah.
Hopefully we'll try to increase our scores so there'll be lots more for you to count when you come back.
Oh, it's in Indiana.
Indiana. Yeah, they definitely need your help out there. Hare Krishna. Okay. And you said there's a birthday? Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitan pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Speech. Tell us how old you are.
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old. I'm channeling Vrindavan Priya. And what thing do you like best about ISV? Tell us the thing you like best about ISV.
I like the best when His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu does kirtan with all the kids.
So on this day of your 10th birthday, all of us here at ISV pray that you will have a long, healthy life, that pure devotion will grow within your heart, and you'll be empowered to spread the Sankirtan movement all over the world. Gaur Premanande Hariva. Sharirat Vijaja Jotendriya Tahika Jibe Pele Vishaya Gare Tarmadeti Boyati Takidita Katita Santare Krishna Bodha Doyamo Kori Bari Jivaja Shaprasadana Lobaha Shayanamrita Radha Krishna Gunaga Premedako Shri Chaitanya Dhita Premedako Shri Chaitanya Nita Mahashari Govinde Nama Brahmari Vaishnave Sapapunyavatam Rajan Vishwaso Navachayate Radukanam Hadiraso Pajayate Prasana Chetaso Yashu Buddhipaya Vatishtete Bhagavat Shri Mahaprasadiki Gopremanande Nitai Gaura Haribo Haribol Haribo Nitai Gaura Haribo. Please come take prasadam. Haribo. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ji Ki Jai. Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsingadev Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada and all the great acharyas Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Haribo. 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. How old are you? 10? 10? Almost 10? 8? 10? Almost 10? 10? 10? 12? 13?